You think you're pretty tough, boy? Hmm? I'll show you tough, boy. I'll show you what tough. I'll show you what it looks like.
All right. You did something.
Yeah, I was over here. I was going like,
You think you're tough, boy?
get like right up into the camera,
Yeah.
and then drinking my beer like this. I was like,
Where's my other?
it's a character I'm working on. Guy who drinks really close to the camera.
It's a character called the guy who drinks beers.
I'm doing research.
Look at me doing it.
That was one thing that I enjoyed that Zach Galifianakis did for his stand-up. Is like he walks up to the microphone, faces the wrong direction, like tries to goes around in front of the microphone and faces the wrong direction, and turns around. He's like, "This is a new character I'm working on. Guy who doesn't understand the microphone."
All right, Tammy's calling. Hello?
Hello, what are you doing?
Podcast with Jake.
Hi.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Do you want those shoes? Because they're $50.
Fuck
I don't know
yeah.
how to say regular wear. Okay, I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get them for you.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Pair of Converse.
Okay.
They're only 36, so
Cool.
yeah. She's my cousin that went to Nike, but she's a beaver, so
Boo.
we're only good to her when we want something.
Right. Sounds
She
about
retired
right.
from there, so it's all good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tell her yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, I'm watching my Dukesters. Have
I'm watching too. Go Ducks. Bye. That's funny.
I always forget she's a dookie.
Well, she's many things.
She's many things. She's whatever she wants to be.
Kinda like I don't know if she just likes Duke or what, but she went to Boston College and U of O, and I think she just happens to like Duke.
Maybe it's like she knew Mike Krzyzewski back in
She
like.
probably actually did.
Yeah, like I only say that half joking.
I know. It's like when you would talk to Dino and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy." I can't tell if you're being serious, Jake or Dave or Dino, whoever
Or
it is.
Dino.
Yeah, any of-
Whoever is in this
I
story.
couldn't tell at all. I couldn't tell when anyone was serious.
I mean, I was having that conversation. I have to have. Well, I don't have to have it, but I do have occasionally where I tell people eventually, I'm like, man, I'm like 1 degree of separation from every major sports league in the world.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, you see, I know, like, I talked to these kids when they were in high school. Like, I hung out with their dads. Like,
Yeah.
I know these kids, and now they're in the NFL.
Yeah.
It was, I was telling, it's like, I said it, I've told you before, but it's one of the weirdest things that ever happened was playing Madden and clicking over to select a linebacker and it being Talanoa Hufanga from Corvallis, from Crescent Valley High School in Corvallis. Like, oh God,
Yeah, that's weird.
that's a person I know. He was just a kid, and now he's in the NFL.
Man, I think Oregon could have beat fucking Duke.
I had I was talking to one of the franchises and he was legitimately he's like, dude, if we see you guys, I'm concerned.
Yeah, like we just picked the worst night to have our worst night of free throw shooting in 2 years.
I mean, we always like that's one marquee of Dana Altman coach team is an inability to shoot free throws.
Except for like this was the best free throw shooting team he'd had in I can't remember how many years.
Like since the last time they were good.
Yeah, it was like 2016 or something. And then they shot their worst shooting free throw percentage since 2022, I think it was.
And it was one of those deals where it's like you can point at free throws because if both teams made all their free throws, Oregon wins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid. Even if we just shoot our average, we win.
Just the 15-foot uncontested set shot.
Yep. Where's Dave? Time is it?
Fucking 7:41.
Falling.
Like I know your computer's in the same spot.
We told you to keep it there. Do 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 do. Remember ringback tones?
Dude, I was talking about ringback tones the other day. It's like,
Those were fun.
please enjoy this Verizon ringback tone while your party is reached. Dun 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 dun. Like that's why they got undone, is because nobody paid for it after the first month. Then everybody just had that dun 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 dun, dun and nobody liked it.
I had US Cellular and it was just a one-time fee.
Oh, really?
What are you doing? Well, we're recording, remember? Yeah, because we didn't record yesterday.
Remember?
All right, bye.
What, did you forget?
Yeah.
What a doofus.
Like, what are you doing? Playing video games?
Why? Stop doing that.
Well, we're recording tonight, remember? No. Yeah, because we didn't record last night. Oh.
Dude, and on that
such a
note,
Dave move.
yeah, right. And on that note, complete overestimation of what the storm was going to be.
Right?
Yeah, it's like
I mean, our win was fucking nuts. It's still been crazy, but
it's been crazy, but it was almost as though as soon as we hung up, like everything was fine. Like the power flickered once.
Yeah.
But nothing else happened. But also I didn't want to fry my computer on the off chance that you know.
When we lost power like 2 weeks ago, it fried the HDMI splitter that we have. And for some reason, I couldn't figure out. I already bought a fucking new Roku because I thought that's what got fried.
Yeah.
And nope, wasn't it? It was a splitter.
Master splitter?
Yes, master splitter.
So, like, what the downside to having like live notifications for all the sports teams I care about is like I'm now acutely aware of how bad the Blazers are. And like I'm looking at the score, and I'm like, they're down 14 in the second with 10 minutes to go in the second.
Who are they playing today?
Sacramento.
Oh, well, they've been playing really good, other than that game, and Cleveland won.
Shit.
Dave, you muted?
No.
Oh.
He's just not talking.
I just didn't have anything to say.
Oh, that's never stopped you before.
Yeah, but we're recording now.
Oh. Different.
Oh.
Is that Ryan Leaf or
It
Brady
is.
Leaf?
Yes, excellent call. It is Ryan Leaf. This is my 2000 Donruss graded Series 1 of 1125, number 69 Ryan Leaf. It's a 9. It's a mint condition. 10 for centering, 9.5 on the corners, 9 on the edges, and the surface is an 8.5. Overall, it's a 9.
Worth $7.
It's something basically, yeah. But
It
For a
costs more to
whopping
have that
$7.
graded than it was worth.
it's really, really funny.
Oh.
And my dad has a really twisted sense of humor. He's like been getting me Ryan Leaf stuff, and I don't know why. He's like, because of that thing. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What thing?
Some obscure thing that he only knows about and thinks
Right.
it's funny.
That he referenced once way back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, remember that time you said you really liked Ryan Leaf?
No,
I said that he had a good game.
no, nobody ever said that, Dave.
I was surprised. I said I'm pretty sure his name's pronounced Ryan Leaf, but whatever.
I said it's pretty wild that he got out of rehab so quickly.
He's like the rehab all-stars.
From the guy at the thing in the place at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that took me exactly. So they gave me a free $10 bet to bet on a single game in the opening day for baseball, and I lost my first bet.
Well,
I picked
baseball.
I picked the Pirates. I picked Paul Skeens against the Miami Marlins, thinking.
And the Marlins won?
Yeah, 5-4.
Oh,
I really don't like betting on aces on opening day because it's opening day.
But it's also the Marlins.
Right? Did you see, what's his face? Continued his opening day home run streak to 6.
No?
6 is not a big number, but
it is.
It is when it's talking about home runs on opening day in a row.
No, who was it? Who's the guy you're talking about?
I can't remember his name.
Paul Ichiro.
Oh yeah, that guy, Paul Ichiro.
Paul Ichiro Kamasaki.
Kama Sutra.
Yes. Kamal
Same.
Sutra. Same.
Oh, the old Afghan practice of Camel Sutra.
Oh God.
Oh, this is crazy. I just went to pull up the Mariners stream to watch them possibly lose their season opener, and there is listed as Seattle Mariners versus Athletics.
Yeah, I saw that on MLB's website. They were showing the rain delays and that stuff, and I was like, they're just calling them the Athletic. They don't even get a town anymore. They're like, nope,
you guys are just the Athletic Club.
Tyler O'Neill is the name of the.
Pretty funny
Orioles
for
player.
when you think about it like that. Like, they're just athletes.
And their logo is like a fucking elephant for some reason.
The most athletic animal.
They needed a mascot. Same reason the Crimson Tide used an elephant.
Like, what's
Elephants
big?
have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Let's pick something that's really big.
The UAB Blazers and their dragon.
The dragon's badass.
That's badass. You don't say any.
Hey, do you like dragons?
I love dragons.
Love dragons. Dragons are unbelievable.
But also, if you're a blazer and not a trailblazer,
Or
what
a laser
do you use?
taser.
And glazer.
And my consigliere, Michelle.
Michelle Jordan. Did you see that on the TikTok or Snapchat I sent? I don't know if anyone noticed it.
Nope.
Well, you haven't looked in a year plus.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Run it by me again?
Huh?
What'd you say?
About Snapchat from yesterday.
Oh.
Michelle Jordan. You didn't see it.
I didn't see it, no.
Well, I sent it.
It's out there. It's in the world.
Everywhere you look, everywhere it's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Hey, Jake, check out my shirt.
I will when Dave stops coughing.
You can still read when he's coughing.
Turn the volume down. You can
Gulf
see better.
of America. Aha.
My
I've
sister
got one
hates
in my
it, which
cart.
makes me like it more.
Mhm. I've got one in my cart. I'm gonna push my order here soon. Push my order here soon. Fucking
Push.
retard.
Yeah, what? Push my order here
Push
soon.
me.
What is this?
That's
In my
that's a
cart now.
work thing.
Dave's an old timey guy over here.
Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna push my order through.
Push my order on through.
I need some Dapper Dan.
I don't want pop. God damn it! I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Dapper Dan man.
I'm a Dapper Dan man. He's a suitor.
Well, ain't this place a geographical oddity? 2 weeks from everywhere.
I need to watch that again. That's such a fucking good movie.
Mm-hmm.
George Clooney has so many good one-liners in that movie.
It's full.
Yeah.
He's a suitor.
He's a suitor. He's bona fide.
And I like the songs. There was a time when I like.
Do not pursue the treasure.
Not seek the treasure. We thought you was a toad.
Oh, the color God's coming.
Man, that. Hey, my name is George, all right? Not Babyface.
Yeah. Babyface Nelson.
I've been getting so I guess I shouldn't say comfortable because I say it all the time anyway. But I said it to a customer today. I was trying to count back their cash, and I kept fucking it up. And I was like, am I fucking retarded? I just said that out loud in the middle of the store.
Oh, it's cool. We're taking it back.
We're taking it back.
We're taking it back. But I'm like sitting there. I look up them. They look at me, and they're like, "Are you confused?" I'm like, "Am I fucking retarded or something?" And then I was like,
I
"Yeah, here's
mean,
money."
if you're gonna say it, the gun shop's probably one of the few places
Yeah.
that it's not gonna be
Right.
frowned upon. Like,
Right now.
say it.
Well,
It's not like Tipper Gore's standing around the corner waiting for someone to say retarded.
yeah, I was talking to someone. I was on the phone with somebody, and they were being dumb, and there was a person waiting for me, and I was just like, "Yeah, no, that's not how this works." And I was like trying to like slightly going off on them. I was like,
Yeah.
"Cool, you have a good one too." Hang up, and the guy kind of chuckles. I was like, "I don't do customer service. Do you need something? Cool."
Oh.
I've stopped. I've just stopped with the like fake niceness all the time.
Yeah.
Like if you're dumb, like the other day, my coworker was laughing because the other day a guy came in and he's like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up a gun," and I was like, "Cool," and then just walked away. and my Anthony, my coworker, he was just there was like 10, 15 seconds, and then Anthony's like, "What's your name?" And the guy says his name, and it's like, "Oh, cool, I know which gun that is." It's like, do I know you? Hey,
Closest
you
thing-
guys got something for me?
Nope.
Do we?
You might.
We got
There
we got a
go.
whole store full of things for you if
Yeah.
you got the money.
Yeah, I was like, we got stuff.
The closest Dave ever came to customer service was cunnilingus, and he called it customer cervix.
Yeah. It's like there's I don't know, it looks a little staged, but there's a guy who apparently runs a smoke shop, and the cops keep trying to come in to buy illegal weed from him, and they always use like the same language every time they come in. They're like, "Hey man, I heard you got that loud here." He's like, "You heard wrong." He's like, "Well, that's what people are saying." He's like, "Who's saying it?" He's like, "Oh
a
man,
lot of people are saying
the people out there on the streets, they're saying it." He's like, "Well, I don't have it." He's like, "Oh, come on, man, you don't have that loud here?" He's like, "No, officer, you're gonna have to leave."
it. No, officer, you're gonna have to leave. I think we saw the one, or we both saw the one on TikTok where like the two undercovers came in at the same time.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, we're just two guys." And he's like, "How do you two know each other? Because you two don't look like you fucking know each other. Because there's like one like old white dude and this like straight up early 20s black dude, like two guys who would not hang out together." And he's like, "Because you two guys don't look like guys who would hang out. I'm just saying." Like the only thing I think you guys got in common is a job.
Yeah. A squad car.
Your transportation on the way here.
Yeah. Did they drop you off on the same block or like opposite blocks?
If you had to run, how far could you make it?
Not very.
Cops are fat.
I like the cops that come into work because I'm always like, hey, these new laws, I'm not going to follow them. What you going to do about it? And they're
What are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do about it?
What are you going to do? You wanted to do it.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, I guess I'll go to jail with you because I'm not doing it either. And I'm like, ah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah, we need some more of these orders pushed. Get the coppers in here and we'll get them taken care of.
Let's push the motors, copper. Ain't gonna catch me following no laws.
Dave, have you watched 1923 yet?
Yeah,
Any of that
actually,
show.
I am caught up. I think.
Oh.
I think actually I might have the newest episode. What's today? I'm either caught up
Thursday?
or I'm one episode behind.
I started it Sunday, and I'm now caught up with the whole series.
Yeah. The only thing I'm upset about, I like the show. It's fun. The only thing I'm upset about is I know that the season ends the way it's like what I want to see happen
Won't happen till next season.
is next season.
Yeah.
Like this is a really long buildup. It's a entertaining buildup. Like it's a good story, everything happening. But I'm like, as I'm watching, I'm like, oh yeah, the things I want to see are not
like. Without saying anything to Jake in case he ever watches it, which he probably won't anyway. But the two people are trying to make it to Montana at the same time are going to make it there on the last episode.
Yeah.
Like
maybe one person that we want to die dies, maybe, but not the person.
Yeah. No, that won't happen.
Yeah. But no, I've been really interested in it.
I want to watch a gritty remake of Yogi Bear, just called Jellystone.
How about it, boo boo?
And it'll be about an angry bear that eats people.
I got some picnic baskets.
And that's where the picnic baskets come from.
You know, that's actually what Cocaine Bear was based on. Was that
Yogi the Bear?
Scenario. Yeah, it's Yogi Bear. Yep.
Wow.
The gritty version where
it was the R-rated Yogi Bear.
That's amazing.
It's the gritty version where Boo Boo holds Yogi's pocket the whole episode. Or maybe that's just the Oz version.
Oh god.
You got a couple fucking jungle prags out here.
Everywhere you look.
There's a thing.
There's a thing.
There's a thing.
Oh god. Need to hold on to.
So it's like I'm watching the Mariners game.
Before you start, you keep talking. I'll be back.
Yeah. And you know that a team is bad when you leave for what you think will be one commercial break. You come back and you've completely missed the top half of that inning because the Athletics are that bad.
Yeah.
Like, or Logan Gilbert's that good.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at the starting lineup and I completely forgot they got rid of France is gone.
Yeah, they got rid of like half the team that you're used to.
I was like, you got rid of France, but you kept J.P. Crawford.
Well, J.P. Crawford's one of the best defensive shortstops in the league.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And Ty France is just fat.
Defense, though, is not our problem.
Yeah, but the part of the reason defense is not our problem is because we have J.P. Crawford as our shortstop.
Yeah.
Like when he was hurt last year, like our defensive production was really, really down.
We don't have a decent backup shortstop.
No.
We've got a bunch of second basemen.
And none of them are good.
Yeah.
All right, man.
With an L.
Yeah, you people time.
Are you ready for a good ass show?
You.
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 See, I did it.
Cool.
Hey, look.
Cool. He's not even impressed.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
So cavalier.
Cool.
No, it was Duke. Cooper Flag with an L. And a buzzer beater.
Oh.
Halftime. All right, well, here
Here we are. We're
Here
back
you are.
again. Another edition, another episode of my show. And you might recognize him. He's got that Cheez-It sponsorship. It's Dave.
Yeah, Cheez-Its. Oh, I was thinking Cheese Whiz for some reason. Not Cheez-Its. Cheese Whiz-Its.
You ever have Cheese Whiz on a Cheez-It?
No?
That's a Cheese Whiz-It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I made that up just now.
Just now. Catch up.
Yep.
No, that's a different condiment.
Oh, you're right. Shit.
That's it.
He called this shit poop.
No, it's called Fixins. I want a whole table full of Fixins.
Fixins. For when you break
Speaking
the
of
burger.
Fixins, this guy likes his mustard on the raw side.
Mustard!
Robin.
Mustard! Yeah! It is Robin. I'm wearing
mustard on the raw side.
Mustard on the raw side is the name of the pre-show. Anyway, now we're talking about the regular show. Guy on the other side of the screen, probably. Touching tips. It's the hoop snake known as Jake. Not on mine. He's over here on mine.
I'm right here on mine. It's
He's
me.
there
It's
and there.
One Take Jake back in the saddle again. Watching Jorge Polanco have more hits in this game than he had all of last season. It's amazing. He's got 2. But we've got some stuff to talk about. Oh, the mayor's got a fat guy. Looks kind of like Dave.
It's Rowdy Telez.
Rowdy Telez looking kind of like Dave.
I just
I
needed
like how Dave knew exactly who it was.
Exactly who he was. Here's a fat guy. Looks kind of like Dave. Oh, Rowdy Telez. It's exactly right.
How do you know? He knew.
How do you know? I know all the fat guys in baseball. We're in a club.
That's the best. There's nothing better than a fat guy in baseball. You got like John Kruk, Daniel Vogelbach, Jake Burger,
Danny Burgers.
Danny Burger, Danny fucking Burgers.
Yeah.
I love the fat guys in baseball because it's like at least 45% of the entire league.
Right at this point, yeah, you're either a fat guy or a super skinny like Colombian dude
Yeah.
or Venezuelan.
hmm
Venezuela.
You're either hitting dingers and snorting lines, or you're eating burgers and playing first.
Snorting dingers.
Snorting Dingers.
Snorting dingers.
Snorting Dingers is the name of the episode.
Baseball would be a lot more interesting if everyone was snorting dingers.
That.
Can you imagine the all cocaine baseball league? Like guys would be fucking twitching out all like.
Instead of a beer league, you'd have a Coke league.
He's got guys just pacing in the outfield.
Fights all the time.
It's just
All fights.
constant fighting.
They're like, hey, hockey, hold my cocaine.
No. First, 2 rules. Don't touch my cocaine. Do you have any cocaine?
That fat guy
that's
sucks.
awesome. Cooper Flag with an L.
Yeah, best. I once again Ducks are out of it, so I've kind of cashed out the tournament.
Well, it's on CBS and TBS, which are like the 2 channels my mom watches. So it's on.
It's
I'm watching.
like it's either CBS or TBS. One of the BS's.
She's watching all the BS. She's like,
Oh, BS.
she watches CBS in the morning for The Price is Right, then TBS for Friends until Big Bang Theory is on. Then she watches Big Bang Theory all day until she goes back to CBS to watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, and then whatever's on at 8.
Probably more Gangbang Theory.
She likes to change. Well, she watches Masked Singer and The Floor on Wednesdays because those shows are fun. And she likes The Voice. That's on Mondays, I think. Other than that, she doesn't care about what's on.
Have you watched Going Dutch at all?
No.
It's not bad.
I feel like that is that something about the Amish?
No, the opposite. It's about the military.
Oh.
In
Going Dutch. That's the one with Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
It does look fun.
Yes,
The guy who was in Community. Abed. I can't remember his.
I almost said something Patel, but that just sounds racist.
Dev Patel?
You're probably not far off. Let me look.
Oh, I was looking too. But if you're on it, be on it.
I don't have an IMDb anymore. I have to read. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I'm still downloading apps. I got my phone and I'll go to use an app and realize I don't have it. So then I have to
Danny Putty.
There he is, Daniel Pudi.
Danny. It's Danny.
Danny Pudi.
Yeah.
Danny Pudi.
Fucking, that reminds me, I was watching Yellowjackets, and Joel McHale showed up on there. I was like, whoa! Fuck the Huskies.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to watch Yellowjackets.
Well, then I won't tell you what happens to him, but you can guess, because I just gave you that. I won't tell you what happens to him.
I thought I was watching the Yellowjackets, and they were eating each other, but it wasn't not enjoyable.
It was a different kind of Yellow Jacket. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No.
Oh yeah.
They're just out there snorting ephedrine and finger blasting.
Snorting Dingers.
Snorting Dingers.
Snorting Dingers and Finger Blasting is the name of my album.
They got themselves a reciprocating saw, and now they don't need a rescue.
That show is interesting, though, because, I think it's on season 2 now, and they just got to explaining the rescue, but they still are trapped out in the woods. But people showed up, and they're like, people.
They're like, hey,
it's back on the menu, boys.
Like we're super trapped out here. You can't get to us. Don't even try. Definitely don't try to cross that river.
Yeah, that was the thing. I don't understand how they didn't have at least the basic survival knowledge to know follow the stream, because the stream leads to bigger streams and rivers, and that leads to people every time.
Water eventually leads to people every single time.
Yeah. I don't understand how they didn't understand.
You gotta remember, though, that the things that we consider basic survival knowledge is not.
Yeah.
It's like saying that why don't people have common sense anymore? It's because they don't. They haven't been taught.
Yeah.
Nobody taught these people that if you're lost in the woods, because who in Seattle thinks they're going to get lost in the woods?
Every single one of them, because they're wearing the proper attire.
Right, they're all dressed. They're all dressed for it.
They've all got head to toe Patagonia gear.
Yeah.
But just don't ask them to step off the paved road.
Right. And they read Into the Wild once.
Well, the clip notes.
Yeah. Okay, they watched the movie.
Yeah.
I read On a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. I'm ready for the winter.
Yep. That's how I studied for my whale hunting job. Moby Dick.
Winter is coming.
Moby Dick.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our trip to the casino.
Hey.
Oh.
That's a different kind of whale hunting.
Yes. God, there's some big old women down in Canada.
It's like the San Antonio of Oregon.
I almost said San Antonio South.
San Antonio is San Antonio South.
It feels like it. It feels like San Antonio South. Maybe that's what we should start calling it, San Antonio North.
Stand-
They got some big old women down in Caneyville.
It's the wrong side of the railroad track, San Antonio.
Yeah, the whole town. Oh,
Wait, you don't even have a railroad through your town. Hey, shut up.
it goes through Riddle.
That's exactly the point. It's all on the wrong side of the track.
Have you seen the fucking Pizza Hut commercial with Peter Zuhut?
No.
No.
Oh my god, it's pretty good. Maybe you can find it real fast, and I'll kind of talk about it. It starts off with the pizza delivery guy, and they're talking about the new Pizza Hut pizza, and he shows up to a pickup game, and I don't remember exactly what said, but he tears away his blue jeans, like he's got tearaway blue jeans. And underneath it is jorts, and I fucking died laughing as soon as that happened. And then when he goes to leave, they're like, "Hey, what's your name?" And he's like, "Peter Zuhut." They're like, "Pete Zuhut?" All right.
All right, let's see here. The Legend of Peter Zuhut. I found it.
You guys got a whole backstory.
Yeah. Peter Zuhut. I mean, that is pretty funny. Oh God, the Final Four is in San Antonio. Oh no.
They better reinforce them stadiums.
Oh man. Good thing it's not the women's Final Four. Oh, here it is.
Check it out. He showed up with Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza in his A game. Feeding the post. Best delivery guy. Peter Zuhut. The Cheesy Bites Pizza in new ranch lovers flavor. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Oh my God. That's not even the whole commercial, but it's still good
In
enough.
2000, the
No, God,
How the
why?
Trailblazers sucked.
No, like I love Secret Base, but this anytime I hear this sound,
in 2000,
that voice, it ruins every
Yeah.
single video.
Yeah,
There we go. We had some technical
we're back.
difficulties. I meant to stop sharing, but I was so daunted by a voice that I hate that I clicked the wrong button. There we go. I clicked the right button that time.
yeah.
I was so upset I started clicking buttons over here and I got nothing.
Yeah, she like anytime there's a video that I really want to watch, it's going to be her narrating it. And it's not just that she's bad at narrating. She doesn't know how to say names. And she doesn't bother to like do the research on these very famous people whose names have been said in the media thousands of times.
Yeah.
She'd be like, and then this is what happened with Andrew Bogut. Like, that's not how you say his name.
I wonder if she's done any on the UFC and Conor McGregor and maybe Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Rashid Wallace.
Rashid.
McGregor's fighting Nigga.
Dude, I had to stand around and wait for them to get to the part of Hurricane this morning. So earlier today, I'm standing at work and they're playing Hurricane by Bob Dylan. And for those of you who don't know, it is the most like outlandish use of a hard R in music that has possibly ever happened. And so I was frozen standing next to the radio because it's also like community radio. So I don't know if we're going to have the same laws and rules that maybe the FCC won't let us be. But then like I'm sitting there and it's just, and they say he was just a crazy rabbit. I was like, okay.
A rat rabbit.
Well,
Shit.
I thought that also in their effort to not say the hard R, it sounded like they dropped an F-bomb. So I was like doubly confused. Like, wait a minute. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't say that either.
What if it was one of those shitty edits where they just blank out like the middle of the word?
Right.
Oh God. Or like
and
what they do.
all you hear is "er."
Just the hard R.
Just the "er." You're like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck said that shit?
Mhm.
Well, it's like
Bob Dylan.
I know you guys have heard it. Jake will probably not admit it, but the Lady Gaga song "Poker Face," where she says "fuck her face."
Fuck her face. Why would I not admit that I heard a Lady Gaga song?
I don't know. It seems like a Jake thing.
Ah, man, like I'm all about Lady Gaga.
Oh, well, hey.
I genuinely appreciate her performances and the way she presents herself. Like, I'm a big Lady Gaga
And
fan.
the fact that she used to be a guy.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
Have you heard that conspiracy?
I have
Yeah.
heard that conspiracy.
I'm like, no fucking way.
Like, she played into it in the Alejandro video.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets arrested and thrown in jail, and like one of the wardens is walking away like, yeah, I didn't see one either.
Her whispering eye.
The umpire's terrible.
Yeah, that's why they got a machine now that says, "Hey, that was actually a ball."
That was actually a ball. You're actually bad at your job.
I wish they would get replay into everything, like to get calls right. I mean, if we're gonna have instant replay, why can't we make it so they can fix the calls?
Well, they were talking about doing that with football, like having a golden challenge where you could challenge any aspect of a play. And like I kind of like that, but at the same time, it seems really like, I'm challenging that there was a hold on this touchdown. Okay, who? Number 61, and you just hope that 61 held on that play.
I mean, yeah, that okay. You got to eliminate holding from the
Right.
Well, no, because I mean, there are times when it is legit, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
Like he definitely held, and that like they scored definitely because of the holding. Yeah,
definitely.
but you would have to say he held this guy.
It would have to be so like on a scoring play, it would have to be something that directly impacted the outcome of the play. Like if you're holding JJ Watt and he's coming around the corner and he clearly would have had at least a hand on the quarterback and he throws a touchdown, like that seems pretty relevant.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there's no guarantee he makes a sack. So it's a tough one.
Yeah, I think holding is just a tough call in general because,
right,
again, you can call it on just about every play. Like if you get a quick DN who does a shoulder dip and rip, but the lineman's already got his hands on his chest plate.
That's the thing.
It always looks like it. Looks like it.
They're always supposed to be. I mean, literally, you're not taught to block with your hands wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody teaches that in here. So I don't know how you fix that.
No.
Like how would you block with your hands wide open? Like
It would be like flag football.
Just sumo wrestling, basically.
You just have to have your arms crossed and just hope that they don't fucking kill you.
You're blocking like 8th grade.
Yeah. Fucking E Honda over there.
Yeah.
That's an underhand slap.
E Honda was my favorite when we'd go to Fred Meyer and get on that fucking.
You can beat a lot of people with E Honda if they don't know. If they also don't really know how to play.
Yeah.
E Honda also beats E Honda.
E Honda, yeah.
What was he like?
Yeah, Dave, let me see that again.
Hit rewind.
Oh, right.
It's more of a yeah, but whatever.
I was playing with Tekken with Julio, and it was crazy. Like I hadn't played that game in like 4 or 5 years, but it was wild how quickly like the muscle memory comes back for those kinds of games. And you're not quite as good as you were, but you can almost do the stuff, and it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
I have always been terrible at fighting games.
You
always, absolutely.
like the combos.
Yeah, and when they started doing it where you could go in and just have just you and all you do is work on learning the combos, I could do that, and then I get into the actual fight and I'm like, I don't remember which does what.
Only fighting game I was ever good at was the UFC for the original Xbox.
You were ridiculous at that.
I was pretty good at that one. Had like 700 and 900 win streaks. I was like, don't turn off the Xbox at Crouch's house. I'm like, I'm on a win streak. What?
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Mine was Fight Night.
Oh yeah,
the boxing game. That because all you're doing is throwing punches.
Right.
How many different combinations,
Punches and bunches.
Yeah, I mean, so that one I could figure out, and I started to get real good at reading other fighters. Like I actually could see the punches, what was going to be thrown.
Yeah.
I have been playing UFC 5, but again, I don't play other people because they would destroy me for one. And I'd play on a lower difficulty because I'm like, I want to have fun.
Right.
I want slight challenge, more fun. I want all, and I stopped knocking people out playing that game. I don't let myself win trying to knock them out. It's like, all right, cool, I'm going to take them to the ground and get a submission.
I remember, I think it was like the second UFC game that came out. Maybe like it was early on, but it had Brock Lesnar in it, and I was a heavyweight. And I was like, okay, time to challenge for the championship. And I'm like super underrated by like 10 OVR. And I'm going and I'm like, all right, I'm going up against Brock Lesnar. Let's see what happens. I walk in there, touch gloves. First thing, power head kick, knock him out immediately. I was like, oh! It's like, well, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess that can happen. Like, if someone who's 240 pounds walked in and just flat kicked Brock Lesnar in the side of the head, he'd probably knock him the fuck out.
There's a chance. He didn't. Did he ever get knocked out? I don't think he got a TKO.
Yeah.
From
that, but that was after
he had
diverticulitis.
Yeah, after he had his surgery, he got punched in the gut, and he was like, "Oh God, I'm dying."
Probably, like, honestly, probably should have died from that.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That guy's ridiculously tough, though.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is one of those freakish, like, he's one of those guys who's not quite a god, but more than a man.
He's like a created character.
Yeah.
Demigod.
He's a demigod, like Hercules.
Yeah. I wish he could act. He would be good in Marvel movies.
Yeah, it's like, can you imagine him as Eddie Brock?
Oh my God.
He'd be
or if they did like the old school,
Lesnar.
like the original Incredible Hulk, where goes from, what's his name?
Lou Ferrigno?
Bruce Banner.
No, the guy that plays Eddie Brock.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Topher Grace.
Yeah, if it goes from Tom Hardy. I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
But okay, say it goes from Topher Grace to Brock Lesnar with black paint on. Full blackface.
Full blackface Brock.
I know who I am. I'm Venom.
Wait a minute. No, you're not. You're just Brock Lesnar. Get out of here, Brock.
And then he bites their head off.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or he could have been Bane.
He would have been a great Bane.
Would have been a pretty good Bane. Tom Hardy didn't do a bad job, though, I don't think.
No.
I think Tom Hardy did an excellent. I think Tom Hardy does an excellent job in anything he does. Actually, I'm pretty sure we talked about this last week.
Yeah, we're back on the Tom Hardy love fest again.
We just fucking love Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy deserves it. He's got a new show coming out.
What's it called? Tom Hardy is the man?
Yeah.
No, it's called Mobland. It's
His dick's
on
not
Paramount
that salty.
Plus. I'm not sure how salty his dick is.
How salty is it?
How salty is it? Let's get someone in here.
His dick is making me thirsty.
This dick is making me thirsty.
Exactly.
Wait, it'd be better if this penis is making me thirsty.
There you go. This cock is making me thirsty. And then, yeah, the hands. Oh my god, that reminded me of another show, but not directly. The Studio on Apple TV, which I'm sure neither of you have watched yet, but it's Seth Rogen as like a exactly, he does the laugh, and I just started laughing because his stupid laugh. But he's like a studio, the head of a studio. Yeah,
Executive.
yeah, and it's got Bryan Cranston in it and Catherine Hahn. And then like just a bunch of cameos. Martin Scorsese's in it. Steve Buscemi showed up. Charlize Theron. Who else? The Cock Blockers with John Cena.
Yeah.
The other dad.
Oh God, what's his name?
I don't know his name. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Bateman.
God damn it. Fucking hurricane's stuck in my head now.
So the Bateman commercials that they were doing for
they're still doing them.
March, yeah, they're still doing it for March Madness. Like I hadn't really been watching because basketball had been on while I was at work. So I was definitely not watching commercials because I definitely needed to be working during the commercials. And so I hadn't looked at the screen. I
just see white face.
Ike Barinholtz.
Oh,
Barinholtz.
What a name.
Barinholtz. Ike Barinholtz.
Ike Barinholtz. Yeah, I can see that on the marquee. Man, let's go see the new Ike Barinholtz movie. You guys ready? Woo!
All the movies with his picture suck. The pictures of him on IMDb. But there's one.
Is he the one with the shirt up or the one with the shirt up?
Well, not the guy from Always Sunny.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's Rob McElhenney?
Yeah.
Weird.
Speaking of shows, have you ever watched Mythic Quest on Apple TV?
No, I started it and I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, same.
I think it's hilarious.
I'll try it again.
I like it.
I've been running out of shows, so.
Same thing with like the franchise. Have you seen the franchise?
No, that's the one. I keep forgetting the name of it. I'm writing it down.
Like I watched a few episodes of it. It's basically like behind the scenes of working on Marvel movies is essentially what it is.
Oh, it's on Max, right?
I think so. And like I watched a few episodes of it and it's funny. It's a very industry show. And I'm like, okay, like it's pretty good, but there are times I'm like I'm not the target demographic. I'm not a filmmaker.
Right. Well,
a movie.
The studio. Okay, so I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of what the first episode of The Studio is about. It's kind of funny. So, the mom from Home Alone gets fired as the studio head. And Seth Rogen is like trying to go for that job. And Bryan Cranston is like the CEO of the company. And he's like, hey, if you want this job, I'm going to need a movie about Kool-Aid because I just got the marketing rights to Kool-Aid. So I need you to make a fun Kool-Aid movie. Like, I don't care if it's good. I just want to make money. This is like our Barbie. It's not, but so he's got a meeting with Martin Scorsese, and Scorsese starts pitching him on a movie about Jonestown. And Seth Rogen's like, wait, okay, I'll greenlight it if you name it Kool-Aid. Because he had to make a movie about Kool-Aid. And then like word gets around basically that Seth Rogen kind of lied to Bryan Cranston because he was like, I want to make an artsy movie that's going to be good and win awards. And Bryan Cranston's like, did you greenlight Jonestown as a Kool-Aid movie? Just the whole premise, like the whole thing is funny. Like the show is pretty funny.
I'll check it out
when you get Apple TV.
I'm ready to rumble. I got my
oh, you got it?
I got my password ready.
Text me your email and I'll put you on our family.
Sick.
You'll be part of the family.
Part of the family.
I don't know why I did the. It's very good.
It's very good.
Mob boss Clinton.
Right? Oh, he's up there.
I've been watching the.
Like it.
There's a guy on TikTok who does if Judge Judy were a mob boss. Like I sent, I think I sent a couple of them to Robin.
If Judge Judy was a mob boss.
Right, and it's like, it's just how many children do you have now? And you got one on the way. That's enough kids. It's enough children, don't you think? It's like, and or what is like, I would like to see the police report. We didn't go to the police. Oh, you didn't? Oh my word!
It does sound funny.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
It's a
and the
good
guy's
premise.
like dressed like a mobster, but the voiceover is Judge Judy. It's
I like it.
good stuff.
Mhm. I was watching a video of these twin brothers, and it's a compilation of every time one of the brothers can't tell if he's the one doing the thing. Because it's two twin brothers, and they always sit next to each other, or they work out together.
Yeah.
And one brother's like, "Yeah, so when I like to do curls," he's like, "That's not you." He's like, "Are you sure that's not me?" Or they sit down in the car, and they're trying to get out, and one brother's like forgets to take his seatbelt off, and he's like, "Yo, take your seatbelt off." He's like, "That's you." Like they just go back and forth.
It's like
Because they really like they're identical twins, and they get their hair cut the same way. They shave their facial hair the same exact way.
see, that's annoying.
Well, it's like Markeith Morris and his brother Marcus.
Marquise. Yeah,
Marquise and Markeith. Like they got
Marquise
the
and-
same tattoos.
That's weird.
That's yeah.
They're trying
Like
to pull
who-
a
Who decides?
magician.
Who decides who gets the tattoo or
Mhm.
picks the tattoo? Like
Well, it's like with the Sklar brothers. They always make the joke. It's like it's Jason or Randy mustache, Jason glasses. Like that's how you tell the difference between Randy and Jason.
that makes sense.
Because you can't hear the difference between them on
Right.
the
They
radio.
sound very similar.
But like I can tell the difference between Randy and Jason. I've been listening to these fucks for 25 years.
That's fair.
But it's like I can't tell the difference. I'm like, Dad, how many times have you watched Cheap Seats? Like in its entirety, I've probably watched it 400 times. Conservatively.
Yeah. How many episodes are there of Cheap Seats?
There's like 20 episodes a season. There's like 80 episodes.
Okay.
Not
For
a
some
ton.
reason I was thinking
Finally.
way less than that.
No, there's a decent amount.
What are you guys talking about now? I was stuck on a movie I mentioned, and it was not the right movie, so I had to look it up.
Cheap Seats, the show that the Sklars hosted
Oh, okay.
on ESPN.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening. I said The Magician, and I meant The Prestige.
They're
Oh,
the
yeah, that-
same.
Yeah, those are the same. Those came in.
I knew
those
what
movies came out
what
at
you
the same
meant
time.
when
Yeah.
you said it.
Yeah.
I thought you just were referring to it being a magical movie, like about magic.
Yeah.
The magical
Prestige.
movie about magic.
That's the
Mhm.
tagline.
Yeah. But that's also the kind of movie I can't watch The Prestige another
Well,
time.
What was the other
Right, 'cause
movie
you know
that
the ending.
came out at the
Mhm.
same time?
The Magician.
Is that what it was?
Pretty sure. Because like I remember I went to go.
We
I wanted
talked
to go,
about this
I
before.
wanted to see The Prestige, and I ended up seeing the other one and being like, "Hey, this movie is pretty good."
The Prestige
Let's
was
see
good.
what time The Magician came out.
Well, you could look up the Prestige. Who's in the Magician one?
Steve Beaverton.
Steve
I
Buscemi.
look up the Beaverton, and it's about a Melbourne hitman.
The Beaverton.
The Beaverton.
Beaverton.
Prestige Worldwide.
Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah, Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman.
Mhm.
Huge Jackman.
Huge Jackman.
Let's see. I'm gonna
That
look
was
up
2006.
movie about magic that isn't The Prestige.
2006, because it was the same year. It was like when The Volcano and Dante's Peak came out at the same time.
Right.
The Illusionist.
There it is.
Yep.
Who's in that?
I don't know. It just if you're looking for movies about magic besides The Prestige, consider The Illusionist.
Edward Norton.
That's right.
Shut up, cat.
The Prestige and The Illusionist are different movies. Yes, thank you, Reddit. Good
Oh, they
job.
are?
Yeah, Indiana
Who knew?
Jones and Rocky, different movies.
What? Did you see the Doomsday video that they sent out with all the cast chairs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude. Like all the old X-Men names on that list.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw Loki again. I'm excited for that.
There's gonna be some good stuff, man.
I'm really
Are they
excited
gonna
what
do
they do with
X-Men
Loki.
versus Marvel?
Oh, yeah.
Or what would it be? Avengers?
Yeah.
Here's what I want. Surprise run in by Kang at the very end.
Yes.
Bring him back.
I like it. I thought
that guy, that's Kang with a steel chair.
How
That's
funny
gotta
would
be
it be
Kang.
if they recast him but used the guy who played Rhodey in the first Iron Man?
Yes.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Yes.
Hey
How-
man, I'm
How-
Kang.
I'm inevitable, man.
Who are you? I'm Kang, man.
Kang, man. Dude, that reminds me. I was watching Kitchen Nightmares the other night, and they're in bumfuck Texas, and Gordon's like, "All right, and you must be Squirrel," and the guy's name is Squirrel, right? So you know you're in bumfuck Texas, and Squirrel looks at him, and I'm gonna try to muster this as well as I can. He's like, "I'm the man." Just like, not nice to meet you, not, yep, that's me. He's like, I'm the man. Which I kind of respect it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to go by the name Squirrel.
I mean, yeah.
I've always wanted to use this when someone says I'm the man. I'm gonna be like, does that make your boyfriend the girl?
Yeah.
Like, no, he can't use my own Uno reverse card on me. That's my move.
It's like, I'm trying to remember what it was my boss said the other day. It's like, I said, yeah, we got to get this thing on bottom. And he looks at me, he's like, yeah, same.
Oh, actually, because I haven't played Call of Duty in so long, I actually played with Robin the other day, and we had a third guy, and we were fighting someone else, and I got him again with they're calling us gay, and I'm like, and then there was silence. You remember that? We were up on the tower, and we just got killed by a bunch of dudes, and they're like, these gay boys. I'm like, so I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was one of those classic, yeah.
And
you got a point.
Like, that's not really insult. My boyfriend thinks it's great. And they're always like, I'm like, ha.
Gotcha, I'm not gay, in your face.
yeah.
I got you. It's good.
1 hour, 5 minutes, 24 seconds.
It's been a while. Since I could say.
Don't.
Oh, that's actual time. I don't know how long the recording's on.
Second recording, 25 minutes, 45 seconds, thereabouts.
There we go.
God fucking damn it, Dave.
Second clip. I mean, I guess I don't have anything else going on, so
it's I like to go to that at duck games because it's a pretty common refrain from other fans. They're like, ooh, especially because I wear a kilt.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just like to go right back out. I'm like, yeah, maybe I am a little bi-curious.
You biked here? That's weird.
So, yeah. I'm like,
what kind of bike? Do you have a 10-speed?
What kind of bike?
You have a 10-speed? Oh, I used to have a 10-speed. Wonder if it's still in the shed.
Probably.
Well, it's
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Ducks.
Oh, we're gonna be saying Go Ducks soon.
Mm-hmm.
Very soon.
Parking pass is $10. I think Tammy may have already bought our parking pass. She said she did, but then she was gonna double check.
Mm-hmm. I've got to figure out if I'm going to be able to go. Just because I'm down to the maybe only employee at work.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. So I might
Is it
not be
because
able
of
to
your
get
excellent customer service?
it's definitely
so good. So good. An employee
so
of the
good.
employee of the month.
So good.
So Dave, we're going to be doing your performance review today.
So good.
How would you rate it? So good.
So good. What are you gonna do about it?
What are you going to do about
What
it?
are you gonna do about it? Dude, that video came back up, and like, I'm watching me, and like, I know enough of my own personal like movements and shit. I was like, dude, I am not listening to a word you're saying. Like, I can
You were
just
not.
tell I'm not listening at all. I'm just like, like. Knowing me, I had sunglasses on, so I was probably still actually looking at the football field while my head was turned.
Right.
Like,
And I don't blame you because I've listened to that recording a couple times, and no one knows what I'm saying.
No one knows
I
what you're talking
figured it
about.
out because I remember it was we talked about it. It was
Yeah.
when I'd ran around the little block that I'm not allowed to because they wouldn't let me go straight down the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's 20 feet. I just came from there.
Yeah.
Can't go down that way. I'm like, okay, I'm going to run over here and watch. They're going to let me in and I'm going to go down the tunnel to my seats.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not. Watch. Took off running. Hey, stop him. No.
And then I got
Fuck
pulled out of
you.
there.
And then Dave's like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
What are you gonna do about it?
That was exactly what he said.
Exactly what he said.
They're
You
like,
wanted to do it.
this guy, they're like, that guy's really high. We shouldn't mess with him. Just let him go. He'll work himself out.
Right. Oh,
Next
good
time,
times.
just be like, "Oh, I'm here with the agency. They sent me to be with him. What are you gonna do about it?"
We need to get you a fake FBI jacket so you can be Burt Macklin.
We just
At
need to
the
get you like
games.
we just need to get you a skateboarding helmet.
Skateboarding.
Yes. I have my
Really?
snowboarding helmet
And David, what are you gonna do about it?
and just have him be hammered all the time. Be like,
Just-
sorry, he's with me.
Start calling him the ringer.
Yeah.
He's not actually drunk. We give him non-alcoholic beer so he can be part of the crew.
Right.
I just got a Bush NA in my hand.
He's like, hey!
Oh, you can't bring beer in.
It's
Got
not
hammered
beer.
off of like 6 O'Douls.
I gotta
Is-
remember to get some of that 7-Up, the tropical one,
Oh yeah.
and I'll get some peach crown, and we'll get ham skied.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
Yeah.
we're not supposed to.
Oh, we're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
we
hope
gotta-
it's.
What are they gonna do about it?
What
What
are
are
they
they
gonna
gonna do? I hope it's like at least decent, but not warm. Like it gets hot
Yeah.
in the
Last year
spring
was hot.
game. Yeah, that sucked.
Mhm. And then
2
Darren
years
takes
ago
his
was
shirt
pretty hot
off.
too. Yeah, and Darren takes his shirt off, and
I mean, he doesn't need a lot of provocation to take his shirt off.
that's
Right.
fair.
Walk around with a boner.
Ugh. Yeah, I was super stoked about it, and then I just looked at the schedule, and then it's like he's gone. And then I was told today someone else might be leaving, and I was like, huh.
You should tell them to hire more people before the 26th because you have a religious
Commitment.
date.
Yeah.
Right.
You have church. You should just tell them that that's your religion, and they can't bar you from going to church.
Right.
How hard is it to create a religion? Like,
Mhm.
I wonder if I could found a religion right now by the time we get off the podcast.
That would
Let's
be
see.
awesome.
How to found a religion.
You just gotta
I don't-
find some golden placeholders or something in the woods.
Yeah.
All right, so here we
Goodwill.
go. To establish a religion, you need a unique system of beliefs, rituals, and practices. Attract followers. That's not important. I don't need followers.
We got all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Define your core tenets. Develop a cosmology. How does your religion explain the universe's origins and its purpose? Establish a moral code. Consider a deity or higher power. Oregon.
We have a code
The
of
great-
conduct.
We
The
do
great
have a code of
duck.
conduct.
The great duck laid an egg.
And out of that egg was born his son,
Yeah.
Roboduck.
It was Roboduck, yeah.
Roboduck.
And then
he-
Roboduck died for our football sins.
He did.
Roboduck was canceled for
Oh.
not being that cool.
Guys, listen. Create meaningful rituals.
We
You
have
know you
that.
make me wanna.
Shout.
Yeah.
And we throw our hands up.
We throw our hands up and shout. Designate sacred spaces like the end zone.
We can start doing sacrifices.
Wait, here we go. Establish a calendar of events.
We have that.
We have
Yep.
that. Build a community, establish a leadership structure, and develop a system of governance. This is easy. We're halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Lanning is our leader.
Yep.
Understand the Establishment Clause. The First Amendment to the United States Constitution prohibits the government from establishing a religion or favoring one over another. So if we could establish a Church of Oregon football, we could get in the playoff no matter what.
That's called a tax shelter, is what
Yeah,
that
there
is.
we go. Our,
Mhm.
Take
Never
that,
pay
Beavers.
taxes again.
Our
Yeah.
NIL is going to be sick.
Yeah, our shelter's not for the homeless.
And our God shows up to our games.
Our God's a wolfen,
Mhm.
man.
You say wolfen?
Yeah, he's like an old Indian that turns into a wolf.
Oh, I've already got it. We do
Oh,
this. We do this.
Wait, that's a Utes. Never
and in
mind.
Dan
William
we trust.
Knifeman. In Dan we trust.
And you do this. Do an O.
And we do the O.
Lowercase
We've already
d.
got hand signs.
Yeah. Actually, you should go back and forth because there's more movement and it makes it
Well,
more
you got
significant.
the inside of the O and then
Mhm.
the outside of the O.
Oh yeah.
The old Otson and Hayward duo.
Oh, I can get one of those flicking things for like fucking exorcisms and just put like beer in it.
Oh, I
called
thought
a
you were
flag.
thinking one of those like they have like a flag you get for parties.
You know how in Catholic churches they have that the swinging ball, the swinging
yeah.
ball that's
With the
got
smoke in
smoke.
it?
Just
We
Yeah.
put a bunch of weed in that.
Yeah. And it's the shape of a football.
Yeah,
we
but
could
we
just
have.
buy a bunch of those green smoke bombs you guys have at your
Oh, yeah.
work.
Mhm.
Wait, Dave, you get cheap smoke bombs?
They're like $10.
I might have to
Mhm.
talk to you later.
Okay.
I got things going on in my brain.
I got some.
I've
I
got
keep
some
wanting
too.
to put them on the missile and then pull the cord as we leave.
Yeah.
That would be really funny.
I should do it as we park. Like, hey, we're here.
People would be like, "Wait a minute, you're
Just
smart." The problem with that is that there are enough people who are stupid that would be like, "Oh, your car's on fire."
Yeah, green fire, dumbass.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
not
you're-
Wizard of Oz.
Sir,
Yes.
your missile is launching.
Yeah.
Now that one I might be worried about.
Sir, your missile is launching.
That might be the name of the episode, by the way.
Like, don't mind me just driving around with an ICBM on the top of my car.
Mhm.
Sir, your missile is launching.
Sir, your missile is launching. Sir, this is Wendy's. You cannot launch your missile here.
That sounds like something that would be said on like a Leslie Nielsen comedy.
Right?
Sir, the missile's launching.
Maybe we can name the navigator the launch pad, like from DuckTales.
Launchpad
Mhm.
McQuack.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was DuckTales.
Woo! Launchpad was on DuckTales.
Was he?
And,
and
Tailspin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right. I was thinking about another
Tailspin.
tailspin.
Mm.
How come why were there so many
Tailspin.
Jamaican entrance themes? There was that one, and then for no reason whatsoever, Arthur was just Rastafari.
Hey, man.
Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you
That
meet has an original point of view. I was like, what? Why are they Jamaican? There's no Jamaicans in the show.
Is they Jamaican you crazy, man.
Not even
Are
a
the-
black anteater.
Arthur's just like, bumbaclat.
Hey man, that Binky Bonds be coming over here.
Bad man.
Real bad man.
Real
Binky
bad.
Bond.
I always liked how in Tailspin it's
Jesus.
just Baloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I remember as a kid being like, that's just Baloo.
That's
Yeah.
Baloo
Did he
flying
leave
a plane.
Did he leave the jungle and get his pilot's license? Yeah, very clearly.
And where did this boy bear come from?
Where's Mowgli?
Yeah.
How come he can fly on a boomerang? What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on? How come he can fly through that crack in the wall and nobody else can?
Yeah. And why is King Louie a friend now? He's a dick.
Yeah,
Right?
he's not. I'm so confused. We just
King Louie's not a good person.
we
Or
reused
orangutan.
way too many.
Dave's really concerned about King Louie.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's
he's
not
gonna get fire, and then we're all fucked.
Yeah.
I thought he was a heel.
He just wants to walk like you and talk like you.
No.
Oopie dooey doo wah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello,
That's one of the
Tree.
things I loved about Disney cartoons though, is they would take the like Robin Hood. Wasn't there somebody from Robin Hood in one of those?
It
Yeah,
was
the Lil John is basically Baloo.
yeah,
Little John
just
is
basically
Baloo.
Yeah.
Man, that guy, he's like the guy from all the Toy Story movies.
Well, it's
What-
also there's
Cliff from Cheers.
George Wendt,
That guy.
but it's also like there was one technique that a certain animator could do. I can't remember his name, but it was like the head wobble.
Yeah.
So if you see a character do the head wobble, it's basically an animator flexing on all the other animators that he made the character capable of doing the head wobble. And this guy put like 3 in a single movie.
It's called
he's
the
like,
D'Lo Brown.
he's like, fuck with me. He's like, I did it on all these characters.
Can you make your character head wobble? I didn't think so, bitch. Go back
Watch
and make him
this.
sit down.
Yeah.
Go back to
making
South
him
Park.
Sleep.
Yeah. I
Good
kind of want to
job.
watch Jungle Book now.
Right?
I don't-
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, for me, the day started. One of the guys in the shop was playing Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest.
Oodalali, oodalali,
Oh,
I
oodalali.
God.
think I bought a
Gollywood.
shirt. I did. I ordered a shirt that says Oodalali, Oodalali, Gollywood a day.
That's a good shirt.
I've been buying more shirts that just aren't duck shirts, like this.
Well, I realized like I had a similar problem, and now everyone tells me what funny shirts I have. But I'm starting to realize that like some of them I probably shouldn't have anymore. Like my California Fighting Cocks shirt, it just says Cocks.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't wear that one. Maybe I'm outgrowing this one.
I need to find my it's a blue shirt that says I may not be a gynecologist, but I know a
That'll
cunt
take
when
it.
I see one.
I've had one shirt that my dad said if he ever saw me wearing it outside the house, he would beat me.
Was it
And
you could get with this?
No. It had a pair of boxing gloves hanging, and it says, "My girlfriend can't wrestle, but you should see her box," or something like that.
Right.
And I'm wearing it in the house. I'm 15, 16 years old,
Right.
and Dad stops and looks at my shirt. He says, "Do you wear that outside of the house?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Do you wear that in front of your mom?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Good, because I'll beat you if you ever do." And I'm like, "All right, that's fair."
You
We
know
should
what?
start getting Grayson some inappropriate shirts because he'll just wear a shirt if it fits him. He doesn't care what's on it. Like, what was the shirt that the kid had on Bad Santa? Shit happens when you party naked. Like, let's get him a shirt that says that.
Oh, that's one kind of reason why I want to have a kid, just so I can put them in offensive things.
So I can dress him inappropriately.
Yeah, like, and what are you gonna do? Fight a kid?
And what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about
I
it?
should make Riv one that says my mom's a huge cunt.
Okay.
Yes, with a K. Oh man,
It's like
writing
or
that down.
Get her a shirt that says, "If you think I'm a cunt, you should meet my mom."
Oh god. Oh my god. Yep. My mom's
Yep.
huge.
Who knows? She's got a big brown beaver and she pets it whenever she can.
My mom's from San Antonio.
And then just a picture of Chuck.
The best part is that there are enough people who get the joke
Right.
and it's obscure enough of, oh man, that's a great joke.
I
It was
thought
like
so.
it was like earlier today, or well, earlier this week, we were expecting the storm of the century, and one of the guys came through. He's like, "All right, you guys ready for the Bukkake tsunami?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Yeah, that's pretty funny." And then someone looked up like what the definition actually is, because like that joke went on all day. And so now we actually have to learn. Like now it's time to actually learn something, and we learned that it just means splash. And so we were installing a backsplash on the wall, and I said, "Hey guys, come take a look at this back bukkake over here."
Oh god.
And I kind of looked around. Nobody laughed, until finally someone said, "Wait, did you say back bukkake? That's hilarious." I was like, "Yeah, I was starting to feel like Wayne at the beginning of Letterkenny." It was like, "Hey, back when I said the Florida State Seminole
Hey, remember when I
Vesicles,
said?
nobody laughed."
I thought that was pretty funny.
thought that was-
Seminiferous. What did you say? Florida State seminiferous or
The
something?
Florida State Seminole Vesicles.
Yes, there
Yeah.
it is. More like the Florida State Seminole vesicles.
The thing that was funny to me about that specific scene is how American college football translates well enough to make that joke in Canada.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing that stood out to me about it. I was like, huh, apparently we know all about it here.
Do they have like a NCAA in Canada?
They do. I think they have Canadian college football.
I don't know.
I don't think so. The Canadians said that they don't. And
Oh.
since they're the only
Japanese do.
since they're the only Canadians I know, they are the foremost experts on Canadian sports to me. I know 3 of them, and they told me no. So
They told me no. I don't know if I can trust that though, because that was also the same game that you said the words. What are you gonna do about it?
U Sports Football is the highest level of amateur play for Canadian football and operates under the auspices of U Sports, Canada's governing body for university sports. David, 27 teams from Canadian universities are divided into 4 athletic conferences.
Jesus Christ, we have more than that, and just in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 27 college
we don't,
football
but-
teams in Canada.
There's 27 college football teams just in Texas.
That's true. Oh, snap. Oh, it's an out. I thought it had that flight pattern, and they pulled the camera away, and it looked like it was going to be a home run.
Back,
and
back,
then
back, back.
caught. But they did score, so.
What is
And
this
you don't
picture
score
you
until
sent?
you score.
Oh,
What is the picture I sent? Oh, yeah.
that's kind of funny.
The fucking Aberdeen. Man, that's a place I don't want to go. Actually, I take that back. Aberdeen's a nice little town.
Yeah, we used to do a logging show there.
That's where Daniel Bryan's from.
Yeah.
The
They
Rat.
used to do this thing where they would, so stupid, they would tape a stick of dynamite to a tree and blow it in half just to do it. They're like, that's how they started their show every year.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're just like, what the fuck was that?
Like blew a tree up.
Yep.
Oh,
Anyone die? No? All right.
Cool.
that's good.
That was the first place I heard Garth Brooks Rodeo song.
Trying to remember where the first, like, I had the Garth Brooks like hits tape, cassette tape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember where I first heard. I mean, it was everywhere, so it's not like I heard Garth Brooks for the first time at the.
Well, that was the first place I realized I'd heard it. Maybe. I don't know.
I've got no idea because Garth Brooks had been playing.
Nobody.
My dad had been playing Garth Brooks for years, so I don't know.
And then they call rodeo.
And I thought everybody sounded like Garth Brooks at one point. That's why I stopped listening to country music.
Yeah, I don't think anyone sounds like Garth Brooks.
Not anymore.
Oh.
But like back in the 90s, right? Like I was like,
There's a guy on The Voice that sounds like one of the guys from Brooks and Dunn. Because as soon as he started talking or singing, I was like, that sounds like the guy that sings Neon Moon.
on the neon moon.
So I had to look it up. I'm like, who the fuck sings that? Because I couldn't remember. My brain was like,
Some either Brooks or Dunn.
Really
one of them.
cute.
Yeah.
One of them does it.
We know these people.
Speaking of Dunn.
They could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. We appreciate that. Make sure you check out the pre-show where Dave jerks off live on camera.
Not to be confused with the time everybody saw Jake's dick.
Yeah, well, hey, that's a different show entirely. And if you sign up for our Patreon, you can see the whole thing. But
Look at our buttholes.
What was it?
this
OnlyFans
episode.
Crash
slash
Landis.
Crash Landis, yeah.
There it is.
There it is. 10 likes and I'll show my dick. But for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
Until we meet again.
Good ducks.
Make sure to go and check out definitelynotsellingdrugs.com.